Hello Hawk Nation and welcome to the Superintendent's Update. Today I have Craig Consigli, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum, Instruction and Assessment, joining me to share what is new and impacting the curriculum of the Milford Public Schools. Craig, I know the Massachusetts Department of Education recently made some changes to the English language arts and math curriculum frameworks. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure, thanks Kevin. For the 2017 Mass Curriculum Frameworks in English Language Arts and Literacy, some of the changes include multiple cross-references among the reading, writing, speaking, and listening and language standards to increase coherence. There are numerous new classroom instructional examples and samples of authentic standard writing from the Massachusetts classrooms to clarify the meaning of the standards. There are new sections on determining the relative complexity of literary and informational texts based on qualitative measures such as text structure, vocabulary, and sentence structure. An explanation of how literacy instruction, particularly in the early elementary years, is intertwined with learning in mathematics, science, social studies, the arts, and other subjects of a well-balanced curriculum. There are new and revised guiding principles and a new section on preparation for college, careers, and civic participation. And finally, there's a revised and updated glossary, bibliography, and author lists. In the 2017 Massachusetts Curriculum Frameworks for Mathematics, some of those include stronger learning progressions for pattern recognition in the early grades, the measurement of circles in the middle grades, and the ratio, rate, and proportions in the middle grades. Revised language to clarify the standards, including incorporation of footnotes into the standards, definition of key terms, and examples to specify expectations for students. A revised high school section with an explanation of the alignment between the conceptual category standards and the model high school course standards in the two model pathways, traditional and integrated. Added guidance for making decisions about course sequences that include pathways to calculus and other advanced math courses. New and revised guiding principles, and finally revised and updated glossary and bibliography.
So Craig, the Milford Public Schools have engaged in the work of curriculum mapping. Can you talk about what's going on across the district?
Sure. With the curriculum mapping, this unit development will require staff to unpack the revised math, language arts, and science and technology standards in order to deepen their understanding of the standards in order to create units. Very simply, the Milford Public Schools aims to answer the following questions. What do we want students to know? How will we know that they've learned? And what are we going to do for those that do not learn or need enrichment? By working together in teams, the staff and administration hope to accomplish the following. Alignment, clarity. Does everyone know where we're going? Student outcomes. What are the students learning? What are we asking them to be able to do based on what they've learned? Common assessments and performance tasks. Common expectations. What does mastery look like? What are our homework expectations? What does a year's worth of progress look like? Authentic performance tasks. How are students demonstrating mastery of what they're learning? Do students understand why they are learning what they are learning, and can they apply those learned skills? Transfer goals. What original tasks can students now do based on what they've learned within the unit? Discovery of standards. What needs to be taught, what can be dropped, and what is a common understanding of what each standard means. And finally, we look to close the gap between what is taught and what is learned.
Craig, what would you say is are the biggest challenges around curriculum mapping, and where are we as a district?
It's a great question. You know, the hardest part of curriculum mapping for our staff is just finding the time to get together. The most important thing that we do every day is teaching our students, but often overlooked is the time that we get together as staff to be able to talk about these things.
Great, thank you. And the last piece we want to talk about is a new exciting program coming to Milford, which is Project Lead the Way. And I'm very pleased, Craig and his team put a grant together, and I'd love for you to talk about that.
I'd like to announce that the Milford Public Schools were awarded a $47,000 grant to bring Project Lead the Way to Woodland and to Stacy. According to the website, Project Lead the Way's pathways in computer science, engineering, and biomedical science engage students in hands-on activities, projects, and problems, empower them to solve real-world challenges, and inspire them to reimagine how they see themselves. We're looking at this program to become the curriculum in our STEM classrooms at the two schools. Additionally, we're looking at the high school level courses that Project Lead the Way offers and investigating how we can make those work within our current structure. This is a program that is aligned with next generation science standards and math standards. We would like to begin Project Lead the Way at Woodland and Stacy next school year and continue investigating the possibility of bringing the program to the high school within the next couple of years. The best part about the high school program is that the students can use those credits towards college credits. Kevin?
Thanks, Craig. It sounds like there are a lot of exciting things happening with curriculum in Milford. Thanks for watching, Hawk Nation, and have a great day.